All right, jumping back into Final Fantasy 13. So we last left off doing the Ci'eth missions. So we redid a few of the earlier ones to get the 5 stars. Obviously, we haven't done all of them. Like the 14, 15, we're still below par. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna continue the story. I think that actually makes the most sense. So you might have forgotten, but Barthandelus kind of we fought him, and then an airship appeared from his like owl thing, and he just said, "Come to Cocoon and like take this and do what you're gonna do." Like he wants us to destroy Cocoon. Um, the background of all this is there's a maker, and the maker made Falsi, and they made humans. And I think the idea I think is Barthandelus wants to kill all of Cocoon, and a loss of life at that scale might bring back the maker. He's just trying to talk to God, is how I understand it. So let's board and let's go help him with that. I guess I don't know. The ship will return you to Cocoon. Are you sure you want to go there now? Yes. We've done a lot of stuff that isn't the story, so we're gonna go back in the story.
Even if we were chasing shadows, our minds were made up. We'd realized along the way that choice was the only thing we had left. Maybe we'd fall short. Maybe we'd never even come close. But someone, someday, would know we'd tried.
To Cocoon we go. Beautiful cinematic here. Defied Destiny's charge and embarked on a different path. Just got an achievement. Nice. Sid Reigns, what are you doing, buddy? I think he's the leader now since Barthandelus stepped down. He's the Primarch, right? And his people are going to think they betrayed him. It's going to be civil war. It's going to be crazy.
It is time. The people await your address.
And so, we greet the new dawn.
People of Cocoon, my fellow citizens, we have survived the twilight and gather now to welcome the dawn of the day on which we decide our fate. Many are the lessons we have learned during our long night of hardship and sacrifice. And now we face choices. Choices which must be made as our hearts dictate and not abandoned to uncaring chance. Let us forge ahead with unflinching courage and honor the fallen with action. With these hands, we shape the future.
Alrighty, we've got a race? What's going on?
Yes. What the?
Close call. And the hero saves the day.
Probably should have covered that.
Yeah, probably should have covered that, buddy. It blows my mind that they're all not wearing bandages over it.
Hi there. Cut him off! Oh, I think we have a winner.
Maybe I'm stupid. What are they trying to do here? Are they just trying to get to Sid? Or are they just trying to kill what are they doing? Okay. As a bystander, I know a lot about this party because, you know, I play as them. I would just think they're attacking. Like, this looks like an attack on Cocoon. Like, for sure. They're not doing themselves any favors. Did I just forget the storyline or something? This is not gonna go over well. There's no chance. I feel like this is exactly what Barthandelus wants. We're playing into his hands. What is this?
Let's go.
Was the idea to confront Sid, but then like not fight, and then when Snow showed his brand, it was all over? Like, what's the idea? Oh, looks like we get into a fight. Guess I really should have. I actually should have leveled up a little bit. Can I get this dagger? Let's see. I mean, I think I can if I obviously go for the
Shake the ground.
ultimate here. Let's go for that
The
right
storm
now.
is here.
Big kill. This should be good. I don't know if it's rare to just kill this immediately or if it's infected, but I think we kill him.
Until next time.
Oh, 3? Oh, lame. Sanctum Labs. That's got to be like the Decepticon stuff. We must have unlocked a new thing. That's interesting.
Say again, Patrol, and speak clearly. The armies of Pulse, they're using transgates! Transgates? How many coming through? Numbers unconfirmed, but it's a full-scale invasion. Eden's being overrun.
Numbers unconfirmed. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a problem. This has gotta be the workings of Barthandelus, right? He's got to be summoning the monsters of Pulse onto Cocoon for sure, like by far. I didn't think about that. We'd come back and then he would use. I didn't even know
An army of creatures
those
is
gates
attacking
were
the city.
a thing.
It's a Pulse invasion force. Your Eminence, we must evacuate.
Are they on the same side or do they not trust him? That's the question. Has he convinced them that it's a trap?
Is this the cocoon you dreamed of? My dream is but a Falsi's fancy now. End it.
idealism. You beat it blood and it howls for more.
I guess this really was like the difference between Sid and Lightning and Folk.
What's going on out there?
Because
Looks like the cavalry's made their move.
Sid could have made a difference.
They're saying Eden is crawling post nasties.
Fresh off the ark, I'd wager.
Oh, the Ark.
It's out of control. What'll happen to Cocoon?
It's all out war.
That makes sense. So they had mentioned Arks before as a place where Lassie would train.
What's his prediction? It's all coming true.
Well, his future stops right here. We're the ones who decide what happens next.
So he must have had a bunch of monsters ready.
Okay.
This is, I mean, okay, so I'm not lied to you guys. I had said that I got right before the final boss fight, and I thought I did, but I actually don't remember this that
Have to
well.
stop the foul
So I'm
seed.
thinking, did I actually
That's
get?
our real focus.
Is this as far as I've ever been in the game? Maybe. Yeah, I don't remember this. I thought I was right before it, but yeah. But I have seen the ending of the game because I looked it up. Yeah. Maybe I got stuck on the Barthandelus and or Erba. Or more than likely or not, I probably wanted to do all the missions and then lost interest or something. This game does do a pretty good job of like reminding you on what you were doing, so that is really nice. That is something I like a lot. I mean, growing up, like playing games and stuff like that, like so much of the time I would just stop playing a game because I would put it down for a bit and then I'd pick it back up and I just wouldn't know what's going on, right? I would just be in a weird spot. I wouldn't know what's happening. I just think, I don't know anything. Like, why am I here, you know? Yeah. This is exciting, though. This is great. I don't think there's any real treasure. I mean, we can pretty much see. Gonna have to fight a Ci'eth. Lame. Oh, is there a save next to us? Oh shoot, they change our party and mess up everything. And funny, I mean, the only person that's real here is Snow. Everyone else is been someone that we haven't really used. Oh, I guess we did use Lightning before. I wonder. For some reason, I thought we weren't using her. I just had to see if anything expanded. Is there a save over there? Let's double check this. So we had something called Sanctum Labs. I think that might be a new area. Let's see what's going on with that. What is happening at Sanctum Labs? That's new. Okay, we can buy a platinum bangle, royal armlet. I mean, nothing. Honestly, nothing I care about right now. What about Gladys's workshop? Lionheart. Once the weapon of a Lassie, this gunblade allows instant staggering of enemies near their stagger threshold. That's kind of insane. I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy everything just to have options. That's kind of nuts, though. Personally speaking, that's cool. All right, let's get that treasure. Who's being pursued? Maybe double Rav Commando is good. I don't know. Honestly, I'm torn because we're kind of, we're kind of just over leveled. I think we're actually just way too strong. We're gonna put Saz back in just because it makes sense. We're gonna do this differently this time. Rav. You don't mind that being the first one? Cool. Sure. Protection actually makes a lot of sense. And then let's get fancy, I guess. The problem here is I made my Saboteur and Synergist the same person. I think that's bad. Yeah, Bully. I like that. That's funny. That's the name of the build, Bully. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I want to. So the whole idea, and I talked about this last video, but I'll talk about it again just because I think it's good to reiterate. But actually, as we're doing this, sorry, give me 1 second here. I personally think Snow should be the leader. He's just got the most HP. But we talked about this last time, but I'm gonna try to figure out like what our builds are gonna be, and I'm gonna make a good Saboteur once we expand the Crystarium and all that stuff, and I think that's gonna put us in a good spot. And then if all of that like doesn't work, then I might look up like some like battle mechanics of the game, or look up good like builds. I'm trying to hold off on that, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to just play naturally without, you know, any like guide. I just bought a Lionheart, I'm so stupid. Trying to play without any guides, but you know, it's I don't know, I think it's a good way to play. The whole idea that we have so often is if we can just like play and try to figure it out ourselves, that's perfect. And then if we get stuck where it's like we feel like we're not doing like something in the game that we need to be doing, then we can do that, right? I mean, we did that a lot with like side quests, where it was like, all right, we've done all the quests we think we can do, but now let's actually like take a look. You know what I mean? Like let's really check it out and see what we might be missing before we do the final boss.
Just another battle.
That was a big thing in Final Fantasy IX, actually. Chobham armor, sure. It was a big thing because some of the missions were like scenario dependent. Like depending on where we were in the game, like we would miss all opportunity to do it. I think the coffee mission was what we didn't do because we actually we messed up a little bit and we didn't get into like the mayor's house or something before it gets locked. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't think there's anything like that in this game. I feel like that's not a thing as much anymore. I feel like a lot of games don't have points of you can never see this again for side quests. Maybe I'm just not playing the right games, but...
Okay, I don't know about this.
If only we could fly.
We can jump.
Literally Bahamut. Bahamut.
Nothing to it.
Bahamut literally exists.
See you ground side.
They're like, wonder what we can do.
Crazy.
Don't want to get left behind, do you? Just remember, don't drop the gizmo.
Bang! This thing? Okay.
This is cool, dude. This is so cool. Dude, we gotta protect Chocobo Chick at all costs. I don't know. I don't care how many Cocoon lives we have to take to protect Chocobo Chick. Yeah, there it is, Saz. Good guy. Saz is my favorite character in this game, and I'm torn on if it's because of Chocobo Chick. It's a bonus.
You could have won me.
That's how they get around on Cocoon.
That's how light gets around.
Let's go.
You mean Claire? Isn't her name Claire or something like that?
Right.
No pain, no gain.
Well. What we got going on? Any treasure behind us? No. Oh, now you're closer. So I'm a little bit lost. Okay, you're gonna shoot at me. Poor defender. Oh, this could be nuts. Honestly, this could be like a sick grind spot if we could respawn them. But I actually don't think we're at the point where we need to grind. The idea is if they drop like incentive trips or even something better that I don't know about, like insane, right? Like that'd just be nuts. Yeah, I was doing a lot of com Rav, and I think Rav com might be better. I only did it because after we reset the party, it set the Rav com, and I was like, you know, that's pretty good actually. Because the stagger goes up faster, and you do more damage the higher the stagger is. I mean, the flip side, of course, is that Rav increases stagger gauge, but it also like goes down faster, right? So it's not like a just point blank like Rav is better at staggering without, you know, negative, you know, repercussions. Look at that stagger gauge. It is plummeting down so rapidly. One of the next things we also have to figure out is our equipment. I think something that gives us haste is probably going to be beneficial. I know we can just synergist every time, but if I could just have something that equip and gives me haste, that'd be pretty sick. One of the negatives with equipment in this game that I've seen is it seems like all of it really is based on the idea that it gives you like it at the start of battle, but it doesn't remain, right? I mean, if we could just have equipment that says like you have haste forever, I mean, that'd be nuts. I think it'd break the game wide open. So I guess I can see why they don't have that option. At least that, as far as I can see. We also got a ribbon, and we got to figure out what that means, because it does not look good. Like, it doesn't look like a good equipment to me. Ribbon in other games, insane. Ribbon in this game is not... It's like a 25% chance to not get hit with ailments, which is fine. But then in practice, we had it equipped. Ochu was just rolling us. I think it was Ochu that was just like afflicting everything on us, and Ribbon wasn't doing a thing about it. And we mastered it pretty quickly, so maybe we can use like a Trapezohedron and make it better. I don't know. I need to get to other fights, honestly, and then figure out if Ribbon makes sense. Some of these later fights, these later missions, the Ci'eth Stone missions are probably the hardest, of course, but we're probably going to have to make the judgment call, right? Where it's like, all right, that build didn't work. What are we going to do now? And we're going to have to like try different builds, essentially, is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's how it's going to go.
Stay sharp! Move! Through here! Station secure! Cavalry, stand down! Eden's under our jurisdiction.
Hello. Sanctum Seraph. That's fancy. I guess this build is pretty good with like focusing enemies down too, because the setup for the Com Rav, the other commando is always going to attack someone else, but for this one, the Ravagers are going to focus with us on one enemy, I believe, which is going to be pretty good. Just one at a time, kind of whittle them down. Gonna get a pretty good stagger here momentarily. Yeah, I might actually pay to get some bad ratings in fights. Might get some Deceptisols, some Fortisols. I think was it Aegisol was the best, because Aegisol was the one that gives haste, bravery haste. I think. I'm actually forgetting. There's also an enemy in the middle, but we're just gonna ignore that for now. It'll be fine. But there's something in. Oh, it's a targeting beacon. Man, maybe setting up for like a magic build with lightning would actually be pretty decent. I don't know. Let's activate. Let's go.
So the cavalry's here to,
They're here for Orphan. If it's close to the Ci'eth, they're probably headed for the heart of the Sanctum.
Right. And if they destroy it, bad things are gonna happen. So long, Cocoon.
Then we better get there before they do.
damn straight.
Uh-oh. Let's move!
That's tragic, dude. A lot of people taking a lot of damage here, essentially.
Nothing back.
Let's try Bully. Again, I don't have the best saboteur or the best saboteur or synergist in these roles, but see how this goes. I think I had some equipment that was like, or like some weapons that were like improved debuffing and stuff. Am I crazy in thinking that might be like the best ultimate weapon of all time?
We gotta win this.
Like it depends on stats, but like we have to decide like an ultimate weapon, and that the answer might be to try to like set up like debuffing and stuff. Again, this is like a tough fight if you didn't do 50 Ci'eth Stone missions, I feel. Like we are just goated, dude. We got bravery, faith. We're beating down the Behemoth King. He's gonna have to do something more than stand up in full heal to get a win here. Yeah, smashing snow, Mr. 12k HP. That's not gonna matter. Gargantuan Claw. Let's go. Sahagin?
We're never gonna make it.
We're never gonna make it. Dude is just like exhausted. He's like, I'm done. I'm
Where
good.
you look.
Any treasure? None that I can see. Are you okay, buddy? So there's a Falsi called Barthandelus, and he's a real jerk. That's what's going on. Oh, it's an Orobon, not a Sahagin, sorry. Or is this just a different species? I'm not too in the know on that regard. A little bit slow, but that's fine. I will say, like, these Orobon and stuff, like, they're insane. Like, to fight enemies like this, that afflict slow and all that stuff, it's really tough when they have a bunch of people with them. We're fortunate in that this Orobon's alone. Well, I had one other, but, like, we're fortunate in that regard because we would have actually... We could have gotten rolled there. I mean, we saw that a lot early on when we were doing, like, the... I don't remember if it was, like, the Chocobo mission, but, you know, like, that area with all the jumping, like, frog-looking guys and stuff? Like, we got absolutely destroyed there. Because they kept on, like, afflicting us with status ailments and just... It was not a good time. There's 4 here, so getting the preemptive is nice. Because now we can stagger everyone in the world and then do a bunch of blitzing. Let's actually try Sovereign Fist.
Heroes always win.
I'm curious what that does. Oh, damage. It does damage.
The heroes always win.
And sometimes you just gotta, like, you know, Hulk smash.
Oh, you're going down. The heroes always win.
That fist was probably not the best play, but it was so funny. Power Spritz is nuts if there was 3 other Orbons and they had double the health and they preemptively struck me or something. I don't know. They need a lot to get one over on us. We're very good. I mean, we are the heroes after all, and as we just learned, the heroes always win. Oh, a preemptive here is going to be a pain, but it is possible. Oh, it's not possible. Good talk.
Give him hell.
Yeah, I gotta get Fang involved as my final party member, I think. Like, my final party leader. Only because I love summoning Bahamut. Like, it's such a cool summon, dude.
The heroes always win.
I don't know, it just feels like a good time, you know what I mean?
You asked for it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because I've obviously I understand the story of this game. I saw the ending and stuff, but I really don't like. And I played the beginning of 13 too, but I really don't know how this series is gonna end. Like, I have no idea how Lightning Returns ends. I assume she become like. So here's my theory, and please don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. I don't want spoilers if I can avoid them. But I'm trying to think now if I actually do want spoilers. I immediately, my go-to is like, don't spoil it, but now I'm like, maybe I do want to spoil it. But my theory is that Lightning leaves because she has to go talk to the makers or whatever.
Right here.
And it's a whole, like, business with that. Why do we make salsa medic, actually? I didn't think about that, did I? But, and then maybe she comes back as, like, a fallacy. Maybe not a fallacy, but maybe something more. Like, I mean, the joke is that she becomes God, is what I've seen, like, people post. But maybe she just becomes, like, one of the makers, essentially. I mean, that would kind of make sense, right? I really don't know. Like, I don't know. I have no information about Lightning Returns. Lightning's about to go away right now. She's got 0 health. So there's that. But yeah, we're just in, like, an interesting spot in that, like, there's not many Final Fantasy games that have this much invested. Like, I mean, Final Fantasy games have sequels, right? But I mean, outside of Remake, Rebirth, and, you know, like, Refried, I don't know what they're gonna name the 3rd one for Remake. If they name it Refried, that's the funniest thing ever. It's like, bro, that's not a good name. Like, Beans? No, but like, they don't invest normally 3 games into a Final Fantasy game, right? I mean, 10 and 10 and 10 too. I guess you could argue tactics, but that's a very, very flimsy argument, I would argue. Because you get, like, Advanced 1, Advanced 2. You have 12 and Revenant Wings. Like, what? 7 gets a lot, I suppose, but what's Rebel Heart do? But this 13 is, like, one of the few that has, when severely wounded. I mean, sure, but I don't care. I already know what my ultimate attack, multiple weapon is, and it's equipped. But yeah, like, it's different, right? Like, 13 has had so much investment. It's funny too, because 13 has had so much investment, but it's also, like, one of the most divisive games. they've released, I feel. So it's funny how that happens. I mean, they finally attack. Yeah, I mean, they hit it out of the park when it comes to Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? Because I don't think I've heard much complaining about that game. I mean, it's an insane. Like, personally speaking, I loved it. So, I mean, I don't know the critical like review acclaim, but I think great game. I'm trying to remember if it was, I think it was Final Fantasy 15, where the general consensus I heard regarding that one was that the main villain was actually right. Like, it was kind of like they actually had a really good point, like, on how they went about things, you know. Basically, they're the opposite of Seymour Guado and how I understood it. And that Seymour was like, I want to become death because this whole world loves death. And that villain in 15 had, like, you know, a reasonable argument of like, hey, this doesn't make sense, so I'm gonna change it. But, you know, going about it the wrong way and things of that sort. That's the great thing about Final Fantasy. I was talking about this, I think, sorry, I might be repeating myself because I think I might have talked about this like a video or two ago, but, or maybe I was talking about it during the Spyro stream, I don't know. But, Final Fantasies being such self-contained stories, I feel like there's more finality to them. I was talking with some friends about how I'm gonna be doing Kingdom Hearts on the channel in the year 2027. And like, eventually I'll do it. I just don't know when. I don't know. I've got so much planned. But Kingdom Hearts doesn't have any like real finality to it, I feel. And how, like, because I don't know, it feels like because you've got like Sora as like the dude, you've got to constantly like have an open end. Like, you always have to be open to like a sequel or a future game, you know what I mean? And that feels kind of weird to me. Like, there's no full closure for a lot of the characters. And that is an oversimplification, right? I mean, gosh, which ones have I played? I've played Rechain, Birth by Sleep, 1, 2. What else did I play? I played another one. It wasn't Dream Drop. But, like, they've introduced, like, new Keyblade Masters, which kind of, like, you know, expands the story. But, like, when is it, like, you know, when does Sora hang up his boots? His giant freaking boots. And his comically large boots. And just say, like, I'm done, you know? Like, I think this is the Kingdom Hearts 4. Isn't that the end of the arc? Like, they're going, like, based off arcs, and, like, I thought Kingdom Hearts 4 was supposed to be like the end of it. Like they're done. And then like a new arc starts after that. But I haven't played 3 yet. Well, I played like 30 minutes of Kingdom Hearts 3, so obviously I'm an expert, right? I don't want to talk about that game because I've obviously not. I don't know enough at all. But yeah, eventually we'll be playing through the Kingdom Hearts games on the channel. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on how we do it. So initially the idea was we'd do series just like Final Fantasy 13, right? Like we'd do a daily episode and it'd be great. I don't know, we'll see. Proto Behemoth, it seems insane. But yeah, we'll see. Because I can also do streams. A lot of times when I'm making this content, I've got to really consider like what is like the best format, right? And I don't know if I get it right every time, but I try to. I want to get bravery on, but even more important, faith, because I want to try to disaster this Proto Behemoth to 1,000,000,000% stagger, or at least 999. Actually, now that I say that though, he actually didn't do anything crazy. Like he didn't full heal, so I think we should probably be fine to do this differently. I lied. We're not gonna stagger him too bad. And Lightning Dead is why we put Snow as our leader. Just because he has the most HP. Yeah, we started doing some variety on the channel as well, though. Like, we just did Spyro Ripto's Rage yesterday, just a full stream, full game. But this looks so ominous. I don't like this at all. I'm just gonna leave. Okay, no, he's mad. We don't leave. Isn't he dead?
I see your power has grown, Mr. Villiers. No matter. We will lay down our lives if that is what it takes to stop
Didn't he get
you.
like shot out of the sky or something crazy?
We're on the same side here. We came back to stop all of this.
Nevertheless, you are the sea. We can trust the pawns no more than the foul sea who moved them. Humanity's fate rests in its own hands.
Yeah, what a guy.
He's not leaving us a choice.
I've got such an obsession with stealing in these games. It is kind of interesting that this is one of the few Final Fantasy games where that is not an option. The Proud Clad.
Thanks.
I just want to get, I mean, ideally I'd like to get a debuff on the Proud Clad, but if I can just get Bravery and Haste, I'll take it. Or Bravery and Faith, sorry, we can't get Haste yet. I don't think Lightning knows it. I mean, maybe in the future, we'll see. Who knows? The future's always open. Relentless Assault, let's go. I don't know if we get him killed in one stagger, but oh no, we don't. We're doing good damage. It's just not enough. If we had haste, maybe. Oh wow, yeah, that's damage, dude. Limiter's deactivated. Retaliatory Strike, let's go. I'm looking forward to it. Dude, Sauce is getting brutalized. Same with Lightning. I just want to wait till they die and get Shiva in here.
Twin sisters!
We might not even just alt mode just to keep the stagger up, like genuinely. Well, I don't know actually. Now that I think about it, it depends on what the gauge is at because we could probably kill with just Shiva. We might not even get to the point where we can just alt. Like we could do it obviously anytime, but if we get them low enough to just go, like it's fine. Okay, we're at about, what, 8k for the Gestalt, and 15% to go. Getting pretty low. We get one more attack cycle, I think. Gonna time it really specifically. We're gonna go in. There's like no HP for Crowdcloud. We're just gonna ult. I see like no HP.
Fun times.
That's a 5-star, nice. Particle Accelerator, let's go.
That's all she can take. Fall back.
Oh, is Rosh alive then? We don't kill him there? Rosh, whatever his name is.
I don't understand. We want the same thing. Why can't we just work together?
These people are so blinded by fear, they can't even imagine it. Are we too late?
Not yet. And we can't give up. No one else knows the truth. Am I right?
Only we know about the plan to destroy Cocoon.
And which Falsi's behind it. Barthandelus.
Then what are we waiting for? It's time for some payback.
That's what I'm talking about. Once everything's finally out in the open, people are gonna have to wake up from this nightmare.
Let's show them how human we still are.
Let's save him, dude. Let's help him. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but let's do it. Any treasure over here that we might have? Nah. It was just where Proudcloud was chilling. I suppose that's fair.
This isn't the time for people to be fighting each other.
Bet your friend Dicey or Barthandelus or whatever it is watching all this somewhere.
Uh-oh. Look at that guy go.
Suppressing fire!
Dude, this is perfect time. Let us in.
Disengage! Disengage! Wait! Open up! Open up! Let me in!
What is this, like an Adam and Chelid? Yep, easy. I defeat Adam and Chelids in my sleep, dude.
Thanks.
Alright, I want to see more faith.
How about this? Much appreciated.
Okay. Bravery, faith on snow, love it. I can't die after saying I eat Adam and Cellos for breakfast or whatever I said. I don't have a good... Oh yeah, I have an awful build. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna lose a stagger. I was gonna say, I'm gonna lose it if I haven't already. I don't have any medic build that has us also attacking. I've got to use that extra slot for that, for sure. You're just gonna scream at me? Okay then. Come on, lightning, finish this dude. Easy. A little bit messy.
Easy now. Let's go.
The military's eyes, we're just more monsters from the terrifying armies of punks.
Yeah, it's surprising that guy's not thinking about it. It's also surprising how populated this area became after that charging enemy.
Must be some kind of terrorist attack.
You gotta look out for yourself. What are we supposed to do? You gotta look out for yourself. Be okay. Just keep moving.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. He's dead. That was something else. All right, well let's save actually. That was crazy. I just saw some dude get absolutely murdered, just ripped to shreds. Let's take a look. What's going on here? Punisher? Sure. Categorize, I suppose. Anything new? I don't think so, but like I was gonna say, since the last time, nothing new has shown up. Alright, cool. Well, either way, that is actually gonna wrap us up for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and when you come back, I'm going to be playing more Final Fantasy XIII. Until next time.